just popping in to say that this little video that I put together has a couple different parts to it. It's mostly about my studio being finished, but I kind of did it a little differently. So, you know, it will make sense when you watch it, but I'm just saying, I got a couple extra things in there. It's been my process, and it's a couple things that, you know, led up to the actual final it's done moment. So I threw them all in there, and hopefully you enjoy it. I just wanted to pop in and say that disclaimer. It's not perfect, but you'll get the picture if you watch it. So hope you enjoy it. Bye for now. Hello, it is Lisa from Lady Norway Energy Healing. I am coming to you from my art studio, which I'm in. I haven't done finished my little video. This will be part of it, I guess, but I'm just doing a little blurb about today, which is the 16th of May, 2023. Mercury has gone direct. Lots of stuff is happening in the cosmos. Got a new moon coming up on the 19th in Taurus, which is in my sign. Today is all about my dear mother, Caroline, who helped me. I felt that she was with me. I have this little picture of her. This is the inspiration for part of this journey that I've been on with creating this art studio. You can see her there doing her art out on the blanket. Pretty beautiful. Quite beautiful. But yeah, so anyway, she's with me in here. I'm wearing her dress. This is one of her dresses. So yeah, it's all about Caroline today. And yeah, it's just been 4 years. So she passed away on the 16th of May in hospice in Parksville in 2019. So yeah, lots has happened since then, let me tell you. And I know that she's no longer here in the physical, but I definitely know that she's with me. A lot of the things that happen in my life, I need to make, if I need to make a decision, or if I'm feeling like overwhelmed or anxious or happy, sad, you know, fired up about something, I know I always can turn to her, and I always sort of connect. It's higher. It's a higher source, and she's definitely in that chain. I have a few people that are there. My father is another one of my grandparents on both sides, and then even like more further back, even further back than that, like quite a few generations back before even my grandparents. So, but yeah, so that's this is it's quite the day. It's always sort of a weird situation how it comes up to I have my birthday on the 7th, and that's always, you know, been a really special time. My birthdays was always really, my mom always made them really special ever since I was a little kid. And you know, Barbie cakes, and she was a cake decorator. She did that for a while because she was pretty creative. So you could imagine my cakes were always rocking. I had the best birthday cakes and the best parties, tons of kids, tons of family, tons of cousins. You know, it was always a big to-do. So having this birthday party that I just had on the 13th with opening up my studio, it just felt right, and it felt good because I had a lot of family, and you know, people that meant a lot to me came, and then it also, like I was saying, it's not completely done. My studio's not completely done. It's nowhere near where I, you know, have this vision for it, but it's open. It's open. The universe knows. I heard the call and it heard the call back. And so it's open, and I'm in here and I'm creating, and yeah, it's a good space. It is a very good space, and part of the reason why this is such a special place for me is because when we first moved here, my parents lived with me and lived with my family in our basement apartment, and this studio was a space, well, it was an old shed, basically. It's not like an old shed. It's like, it's always been pretty nice. Like, someone lived in here. The people that owned the house before us, their son lived here. He stayed, had his little bedroom, and they had it all hooked up. His power, heat, you know, it had cable vision. Back then, that was the way the internet came in. But anyway, it's a good space, but we always had this little dream together that this would be an art space. Could be, because my mom was a very good artist, and yeah, so we always had this little dream that we had together. So it wasn't just mine. I adopted it though, and then made it happen. So I know that she's looking down or wherever she is, and she's saying, "Good job, Lisa," and thank you, because I know that we will connect here on a regular basis. And a lot of the things that I produce out of this building and out of the studio and in this space is going to have the infused love and caring and nurturing that my mom was well known for with everyone in her life. And I consider myself very grateful to have her as my mother figure, as that feminine figure in my life. I'm very, very fortunate, very grateful. And I know anyone that had her touch their lives, which she did in so many ways, they're all very grateful too. And you know, it's been 4 years, and it's been a little bit of a rocky road as far as the grieving process. And you know, all I know is that you just gotta do what you feel is right, no matter what anyone says or what you think you should do or shouldn't do. And you know, if you're going through a process of loss or grief or sorrow or, you know, heartbreak, betrayal, whatever it is, it's your process, and you just do what you got to do to get to the other side of it, whatever that looks like. And I know from experience that there's only one way to get to the other side, and that's to go through it. And not everyone wants to do that, and that's fine. Some people aren't willing to do it. Some people don't want to do it. It doesn't matter. And that's all, you know, you do you, I'll do me. That's how we do life, right? But yeah, it's been a full circle thing for me, and I find today is just it's sort of like that full circle moment for sure. You know, now that I'm doing Reiki treatment and energy work, and opened up a healing business, and doing this is my, you know, soul's mission, my purpose here. And you know, I've stepped into that, and I'm still stepping into more and more of it. And you know, now I'm holding space for people that are going through bereavement or loss with the local hospice here in Oceanside. And that's just been such a gift for me, as well as I know for other people. I've gotten really good feedback, and it's just it's strengthening my Reiki practice, and it's also healing and helping people heal and going through their grief process. So I mean, it's just a win-win. That's that infinity loop. That's what that is for me. And I get it now. Like, I understand, whereas before I probably would have been pushing towards something that wasn't working, or you know, feeling like, oh God, I should be doing this, or oh, I should be doing that, and look what that person's doing, and oh, why can't I do that? And you know, all this stuff, just all these toxic sort of thoughts and ways of behaving and patterns and stuff like that. And I recognize now, if you just stop and take a deep breath and do what your heart wants to do. Go into your heart and say, feel that and say, heart, lead me. And if I let my heart lead, this is what's happening and I'm doing it. And things are unfolding in a natural way. I'm not pushing against things. I'm not forcing it. I'm not, it's just flowing. And I get little glimpses of it and I'm like, that's the way it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be. And then I go back to old things like, oh my God, what are you doing? You're not making enough money. How are you going to sustain yourself? All that stuff comes into play. But I mean, like, as far as, making money, like, yeah, I am. I mean, and I'm just, it's not even so much about that. It's just this currency, this energy currency. And I am, when I'm asking for abundance, I'm asking for it in all forms and I'm getting it. So it's good. It's all good. I don't need to stress out about it. You don't need to stress out about it. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be hard. It just has to feel good. It has to feel right. I know that sounds maybe crazy for some people that might be in situations where they're like, yeah, right, I can't pay the rent. I can't pay the, what about blah, 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 or whatever. I know it can be really hard for some people and some people might be going through some rough stuff and I get it. And I have a lot of compassion for people when they're going through tough times. I've been through tough times and it's not easy, but it always ends up being okay. Even in the worst of times, it just always, you come to the other side and you're always like, it was okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Like it always seems to find a way. And, you just got to trust in that. Just surrender to that. So anyway, and I got these new cards and it's, the secret language of light and the transmissions from your soul. So this, I will just pull one card and then go from there and show you the rest of my finished studio. And yeah, my dear old mom. She was never, you can never say my dear old mom. That's not her. No, my dear mother. Yeah, very, very fortunate. And I miss her. But I know we're probably in a better relationship than we've ever had now, which is an interesting concept. But I know she's watching over me. I feel it. And she's, she's cheering me on. I definitely know that. She's part of my team, my spirit guides, angels. She definitely is part of that. So pretty fortunate. I feel pretty fortunate to have that too, that she's there. So secret language of light. Whoa, thank you. We'll take that one. That one just jumped right out. This is what we have to hear for our highest. And look at that. It's a rose in number 15, sensitivity. And it's a rose with the seed of life, sacred geometry in behind. Okay? There's my mom right there. Sensitivity. She was a Pisces. Special woman. So there we go, Caroline. Hello. Sensitivity. So let's have a little peek, see what it has to say. Yeah, this is all about compassion, right? Heighten intuition and compassion. You are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart. It will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means that we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Yeah. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or a situation does not help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are, not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. What do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to bring into your life? Oh, so this is an interesting thing. This book has like these cool little prompts for meditation and journal work. So I'll have to do this. It says here, place a hand on the card and allow this beautiful representation of your flower of life to interpret the vibes all around you. Close your eyes and slow your breathing. Imagine your breath carries your inner glow within and all around your body. Notice how this feels. Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it tingly? With palms facing your body, scan your body with your hands, starting at your head and working your way down. Allow thoughts to float by in your mind and be open to sensing vibrations. Notice any change in energy, any pushing, pulling, twitching, tingling, ripples, or sensations. Are they trying to tell you something? Spend at least a minute scanning your body. When you feel ready, imagine your inner glow surrounding you with the golden light of truth that will always support and love you. Breathe your newfound knowledge into your life. Then open your eyes and feel how good it is to be you. When you become comfortable with this meditation, try turning your hands around to sense the energy around you. Oh, that's a gooder. So it says, imagine you are surrounded by, this is inspired reflections and actions. This is another part of what you can do with working with this card. Imagine you are surrounded by a loving colored light of your choosing. Allow this light to embrace and lift you to a space of love away from fear. Your light will be with you for as long as you need it. Check in with your gut and ask whether the energies you are taking on are helping or hindering. Then place your hands on your heart and ask yourself, what energies am I sending out? Is my heart singing or shrinking? What have your difficult experiences inspired you to create? How can you help yourself and others move forward in an empowered way? And write down as many things as you can think of. Cool. And then a journal work for this card. Write down 3 beliefs that help you create your dreams and 3 beliefs that hinder your dreams. Focus on the ones that make your heart sing. So there's some work. Got some homework. I'm going to use it. It's beautiful. That's lovely. And then it's like, I'm just looking at that and thinking, what have your difficult experiences inspired you to create? Well, here I am sitting in it right now. So yeah, isn't that something? So there we go. Sensitivity, the secret language of light, and my dear mom, Caroline. There she is, creating. She created a beautiful life for us, that's for sure. Pretty lucky to have her. Love her very much and love you very much. Take care. I hope this finds you well, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao. Went to the Bowser Legion and went to our family tree where my grandfather's dogwood tree was planted back in 1997 at his celebration of life. And I've got my grandmother's there and my parents and my mom's brother, my uncle Mick. And we just stopped in and said hello on Mother's Day and looked at the tree and dropped off some flowers and yeah, just took some time, spent some time there. It was good. And now on to the studio tour, final part 3. Action. Looks really good.
Nothing's perfect though. There's stains and a bit of bumps here and there, but
I think it looks great.
It's rustic.
I love it.
Thanks.
about it. Very nice. Nice and bright, right? Looks so good. Yeah, and then I think you can, if I go down here, you can see the trim. Looks good, right? And the trim around here, this is around the door. Looks good. Looks really good. Yeah. So there you have it. Studio done. Just getting creative with Marco. Still have to put some stuff up on the walls. I haven't had all my pictures up yet. I've got like a whiteboard I want to put up, and I've got a cork board with some inspiration on it, and yeah, like you name it, I've got stuff that I still have to do. I haven't put on the you know, the things that go over the outlets, the outlet covers. I still have to put those back on and stuff, but it's open, baby. It's open. Anyway, see ya.